Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We strongly recommend to stay on a sim as long as needed before you go live. All our videos are for educational purpose. This is not a trading room. If you want to follow any of our automated signal, please do it on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade. Today it is a bit funny with the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is not responding with the ES. So we're still on a long with the ES, and the Nasdaq is really, we are having a problem with the Nasdaq getting stuck between a resistance line at 497 and a support area at 460.75. For the guys are trading the Nasdaq, you have to approach the Nasdaq very, very carefully. It is a really sideways on the Nasdaq. This is the left upper corner here. The market analyzer is for the swing trading. We have a 300 ticks into the profit based on one contract. On the right upper corner is the scalper. This is the scalper. We use a white charts, and on the blue chart, like this one here, the ES is for the swing trading. So we can see the scalper is right there. We use a white chart, and the blue charts are the swing trading. And then what we will do, we share some of the automated trade. This is the same chart we are using from yesterday. It is the same chart we were using yesterday on the ES. And actually, it's the same number on the auto trade with the ES, and right now we are 1650 on that trade on the ES, and we'll try to take another one. We don't want to populate too much here, and let me get this one here. And, this is funny. We have most of them hit the target, and some are not in the trade yet. But we have a couple of them hit the target. Few actually. We have this is the same auto trade. Already, it's the same auto trade, different account. This is the same auto trade ES. But a different account and a different, yeah, it's just a different account. It's practically the same. And this one here is 1,775. And we have the CL. Actually, this is the gold. We were done very early today on the gold. On a Friday, guys, you need to trade either early or after 12. So on a Friday it is, and this is a really amazing template. It is a non-stop winning trades on it. We have a couple losing trade here, and this is a very good trades on the gold, and we were done before 9 o'clock on this one here. So this is really good. And we have, again, guys, on a Friday, it's a bit special day on a Friday. You need to start a bit early, or you want to start a bit late, and this is the YM already hit the target as well, and break even, and even before 9 o'clock we were done 1600, and this is even so. If you want to go for one more round, you can do that by right click, reload, and now we are going back, and rearm the auto trade, and then start taking the trades again. So we are going to try to take the trades again on that one here. On the DAX, it's a very consistent template. Very consistent. Yesterday made a little over 2,000 the DAX, and today is the same story. We are on the DAX. We are okay. It's going very fast. The DAX, and if you're not a very fast person, you should not be trading the DAX. I don't care how much money you have. Okay, well, closed. We'll keep our eye on it. But with the DAX, you have to be very fast knowledge what's going on in the market, actually. Don't try to auto-trade the DAX if you don't know what you're doing, guys. Not with how to turn on the auto-trade. If you don't know how to read the market, don't trade the DAX. It can be nasty if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, we have the gold again on the scalper. It's fixed to hit the target, which there is a problem in there, hitting the target on the, because of this double support area. And you can see it's right in line with 1929. So let's see if this trade gonna go through. And we have the ES hit the target as what the system estimated, and I'm expecting the ES going before 12 o'clock to the 33.90 at the moment, the target. If we experience pullback on the ES, is going back to the 33.78.75 pullback. There is no short trade in here. So this is the YM, the ES scalper. No, I'm sorry, this is the gold scalper. We are on 980, and we have the ES. All of it in minutes, and a very nice trade on the ES, and we'll try to catch a new signal when it comes out. Okay, we are done with this one here, taking it back where it's belonged to. That's good. That will give us room for another one. We're gonna drop another one immediately, replacing it, and it is going to the support area on the Russell to the 51.9. So let's see what happened. And the ES automated trade. We are about to close one of the position on the auto trade. So we'll see what happened. Okay, the CL has closed position as well. Let me see. Okay, just close position on the CL. And this is a 5 minutes, 13.20. 13.20. This is not bad. So again, today is a very smooth ride in the market. It's not hard to read, and the only problem we've been having today really is the Nasdaq not responding with the ES and the YM. This is really the problem today. Alrighty, so you see, pullback, and we are expecting the ES come into the resistance area at 33.91. Beautiful, very smooth. Everything is on the cruise control. There is everything is on autopilot. And there we go. And I love days like this where you don't have to think. You just let the auto trade do their jobs and you manage it. Beautiful. Absolutely. And we'll see if we have anything new. We'll let you know. For the CL traders, the ones they scalp in the CL, we have an entry signal, and if you want to, you can extend the signal to the 42.23 if you are scalping the CL to our members. And then what you do, you take this one here, break even, and now you are done with the CL. So we are managing very well. This is beautiful how the Russell came into the trailing stop. This is what is beauty about it. It's not the number. It came into the first resistance line, and now we closed one. That's okay. And we will see if we are able to second resistance hold. On the CL, as we said, we already hit the target is 14.18, but I'm expecting a little bit more on the CL. So let me try to extend it to the higher level. So for the ones are trading the CL, try to extend your target, please. And for the ES, the first things on the ES is you're going to have a problem with 33.89.75. And don't expect the ES before 12 o'clock. It's going to be very unusual to do that. But do not expect this ES go above the 93 level today before 12 o'clock. It's impossible. So you got to be careful with that. It's a very, very, I mean, not unless if there is some news. But from the technical side, okay, no, okay, just hold on. If you want to give us more, we will. So there we go. That's what we are expecting on the CL, 42.29. And we monitor to see if we can turn this scalping to swing trading. That will be nice. What up? What is next? There is nothing on the scalper ES at the moment. We will hold on it. Okay, we'll stay quiet for a little bit, see what will happen. Thank you. Don't let this market fool you, guys. There is no short on the ES, especially for the ones who are using indicator. There is no short here. There is a pullback re-entry. By now, all your indicators pointing short, but this is a wrong reading. It's too early for the short. This is a pullback re-entry, as we said from the beginning of this video today. So there is no short, period. There is no short today, period. From now to 12 o'clock, don't even think about it. I don't care how much it dropped the ES, you're not taking any short. So at the moment, technically, there is no short trades on the ES. Because even if you survived one, you're going to get caught on the second, on the third, on the fourth. And there is plenty nasty areas below those numbers here. Don't even think about auto trading short or taking a manual trade short. It's going to blow in your face. So there we go. We are trying to see maybe we can get like yesterday $1,000 on the gold. And for some reason, the gold lately has been excellent, you know, because of the crisis. And 1 month ago, we told you guys we're gonna hit the 2,000, and we did. And wow. Okay. Okay, we still have one more trade on that auto trade. And because there is no short, I'm going to leave that auto trade alone. I'm not going to interfere with it. And I don't believe there is a short. I believe there is a pullback re-entry. And you can leave it as is. And let's take another chart. Try not to populate too much on the screen. And this one here, the YM. If you are trading the YM, break even and let it be alone. And take the needle to 27680 and leave it alone. And on the CL, you are on a free ride, leave it alone. And you are on the gold, take the gold break even. And when the market come into those area here, will lift your trailing stop automatically. So you are done with those trades. And leave them alone. And then, as we said, there is a pullback re-entry, so I'm not going to interfere with that auto trade. You can override the auto trade, but I don't want to do that. So this one, the YM is done. There is no place to put it anywhere. And this is exactly the ES I can see from the technical side. This is a pullback, and we are now, everything has changed. Now we are changing our target to the 18,975 and 33.95. So now everything is changed, but still, guys, there is no short. There is no short on the ES. And don't even bother to even look at the short trades on the ES. You're not going to make it. Whether you are auto trading or manual trading, you're not going to make it on the short trades on the ES. Guaranteed, you know. So don't even think about it. And we have the ES 5 minutes also is taking trade. Wow. I'm not going to show that. Wow. Okay. I'll leave it alone. And we need to be more to normal numbers. We're not going to show unusual numbers. And anyway, the system on the gold hit the 1938. This is very good for the traders to get out of it. If you feel like you are a bit lucky, okay, as expected, we're going to hit the 1,000. Now there is an option we can do. You can take one of them below the 37.5. So this is a support area, 1937.5. So we can take it below and secure some of the profit. And we were expecting $1,000 on that trade, and we did. Party is over for this one. And you have your scalper is already generate a short trade on the scalper signal. I'm not sure the short, as I'm against the short today. So please, to our members, break immediately, because there is no shorts. Break immediately, please. And if it goes down, it goes down. As I said, there is no short trades on the ES. So be careful with the ES, guys. So on the scalper, and I'm not gonna even extend the target on the ES, because it's not gonna make it. You know, there is no short on the ES. So no, do not waste your time. So if we can scalp a couple of $300, that's fine. You know, we don't need to override the auto trade. Be conservative on the short trade and be aggressive on the long trades, please. So now we hit 1,300 on the gold, and most likely we'll try to hit the 1944. Let me see how this bar gonna play, or it's gonna blow in our face. But let's see if we can close this bar above the target. It could be $1,500 trade. And as you see, the ES, I said from the beginning, there is no short trade. The signal fired a short trade on the white chart here, and I'm not buying it. And look at this. You see? Went back on the break even, because those poor guys, those amateur traders, by the, I mean, this is the same mistake amateur traders do, day in and a day out, and you can see why they want a refuge to an auto trade, and that they don't even know how to auto trade. And I mean, it is obvious when this market goes down like this, and if this guy using indicator, your ATRs, your MACDs, and all this nonsense, right now their indicators pointing short, and there is no short. So they are using indicators based on the past, following the market, and they're trying to predict the future. Bang, it's not going to work. So this is a pullback re-entry. There is no short, even when those amateur traders on their indicators pointing short. Their ATRs, their MACDs, everything is short right now. And they go short, and then the market turn around, So for this guy, the brilliant guy, he said he only want to make 5% a day or 10% a day. And he's going to turn his 2,000 to 4,000 and 4,000 to 8,000 and 8,000 to 16,000. Let me calculate it for you the opposite direction. Because you don't know what you're doing today, you lost 200. And then after half an hour, you're going to lose another 200. That's 400. And tomorrow, you're going to lose another 400. Now become 800. And the day after, you're going to lose another 800. That's 1,600 in the hole. So before you start counting your peanuts and your bread and start counting how much you can lose when you are not educated enough. So which we still have a lot of brilliant guys sending us an email. I only want 5% profit a day. Well, before you start calculating your profit a day, learn the market, and then you start calculating your profit a day. You don't count your fish before you catch it, So on cases like this, it's not going to happen one time. This brilliant guy is going to lose $200, and then in half an hour he's going to lose another 200, and tomorrow another 400, and then the day after it will be 800, and then his $5,000 smoke in the air within 2 weeks time to 6 months. He will be out of the game permanently. And here is the fun part. The system was not good, or the auto trade was not good. He never admitted the driver was a disaster driver. So for those guys, they count 5% and 10, and they want to go to another company that can provide money for them. What they provide? You're paying $100, $200. I don't know. I never tried that. And if you are a good, brilliant trader, they give you money. What they give you? $20,000? What is a $20,000 in this business? It's nothing. It's nothing. It's peanuts. It's nothing. In the future trading, 20,000. That's what they give you. 20,000. If you are a real trader, you don't need dirt 20,000. I'm not trying to attack anyone. But if you know what you're doing and you have a small amount of money, you don't need to beg anyone to give you money. When you are a good trader, they'll look after you and they try to find you and they tell you, here is some money. When you become a stable trader, you don't need to knock on anybody's door. So this is a wrong thinking. And we have plenty of those guys. They buy an auto trade and they go with this company to auto trade with them, and they have no money, no experience, and they think by buying an auto trade from one place and put it in this company account to win the game and to provide him money. Guess what? None of them succeed. None of them. Because what he's doing, he's gluing parts, and he has no money, no experience, and he's trying to sneak his way in. And guess what? No money, no experience, is equal to banana. It's not equal to success. Simple as that. So before you try to go and put money and wasting time with a company to see if they want to invest money in you, I'm not trying to attack any companies here. And you're thinking by buying an auto trade from any company, whether it's from us or anybody else, and you're going to put it in this under platform, and you think you're going to auto trade and make money, and now we're going to live happily after. You've been reading a lot of fairy tales, and the reality is it does not work this way. In order for you to put this couple of $300 with this company to see if you're a good trader, you cannot bull yourself around and buy an auto trade, put it there, and glue two together, and now you are a successful trader. And that tells you how naive you are. In order for you to do that, you have to learn that auto trade, which it takes time. You have to understand any auto trade. You give me any auto trade with a 2 moving average, not complicated. It will take me 2-3 weeks to understand that auto trade, how this auto trade react in the market. It's not how much it makes. Because today maybe makes 2,000 and tomorrow 200 and the day after 2 bananas. We need to understand when the auto trade is stressed under the environment, how much we can stretch this auto trade, and how this auto trade behave in the stressful market. We need to understand the limitation of that auto trade before we go ahead and put money with other companies and trying to have them provide money for me and all this nonsense. None of them has passed. For the last 10 years, I have not seen anyone passed this way. The only time you're going to earn your stripes when you really worked for it. You're not going to buy your way in. You cannot. So it is very important for this guy to understand the basic, and today this trick where the market, even I have a signal says short in here, and I said today, guys, there is no short. Very simple. Half an hour ago we said there is no short, and there is no short. So we said to all the guys with auto trades or manual trades, don't even think about short, keep going long. This is one typical example. When we have the pullback, we can go ahead and close the trade immediately from the top here. You see? From the top here, we can close it immediately. And then if you go back to this video, I said, no, there is no short today, so I don't need to override the auto trade, because we still technically, probably, we are going to go to the 91 level. And as you see, look where I have added the auto trade to the 91 level. So this is the knowledge is going to be 2 traders trading. One is they are taking the same trade on the auto trade. It's not necessarily that will have the same amount of money. So when you have a brilliant guy calling and say, how much you think I will make next month? This is his first question. Well, how much a disaster you are, a trader, how good a trader you are. I don't know how good a trader you are. I might give you this auto trade and you're going to rack it to pieces in 1 week. And if you are a knowledgeable guy, you're going to rock with it. So it's not the auto trade. The auto trade is 50%. But any auto trade by itself is not good enough. Combine a human head and an auto trade is a silver bullet. So for those guys thinking about buying an auto trade and go to some other company and run the auto trade, and now you're going to have money invested in you, the only thing you're going to do, you're going to bump into thick wall, and you're going to find out, even if your auto trade made $5,000 today, tomorrow you're going to get caught. You're going to reveal yourself. You don't know what you're doing. If you got away today, does not mean you're going to get away tomorrow or next week. The minute the market gets stuck, you're out of the game. So this is this is reality, and whether you take it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you like me or not, one day you're gonna go back to those videos when I'm bored with it, and you say, I wish I listened to this guy, crazy guy. Anyway, we have $800 on that trade. NASDAQ, as we calculate it here, we have a double resistance. Take it or leave it. In another word, there is a double resistance here. And the market is going to drop on the double resistance, which we have covered this for a very long time. And it is your call, either take it or leave it. It's your call. If you want to exit on that trade, don't come back to any trade. If you wanted to, happy with it, you want to have a nice weekend, get your money and get out. On the ES, we're going to give it a little bit more for the scalper traders. And to our members, there is a good potential to the 33.91 if you are scalping the ES today. Also to our traders using the scalpers, remember there is a double resistance here. If we cross this double resistance, we are into over $1,000 trade on the NASDAQ. If you are happy with the 800, get out, close your computer, and run away. You know, that's all what I would advise you to do. It's a Friday. Don't sit miserably behind a computer. If you see profit, take it out, close your computer, enjoy your weekend. You know, the Fridays is always nag me, because on a Friday, if you have a bad day on a Friday, it goes with you on the weekend. And you say, why did I do this? Why I didn't close my computer? Why? So on a Friday, it's not worth it to be aggressive. Once you catch one signal or two signal, you're happy with it, get out. Close your computer. Go buy your wife a flower and take her out to eat. It's much better than to be sitting miserably behind a computer. And now we have the NASDAQ signal here. Also, we are going straight to the target, and the target is 56150. We're going to leave it as is. And I don't know where else to put. So let me take this one out. I mean, it's not much. And we have on one trade on the ES, $1,000 trade on one target, and this is the same number as the market analyzer. And on the NASDAQ, we have double the amount, because the market analyzer is one contract. All of it is one contract, and this one is two. Okay, again, this is the same story happened yesterday on target 1 and target 2. If you remember, we have covered target 1, target 2 on the institutional. And we have told you before, you know, on a Friday, the target 1 and target 2 hit between on the first 2 hours. And this is exactly what we are doing. We climb into the target 1, profit taken on target 1. If you go back to the video yesterday, you will see how the market played it. And for the ones who were here yesterday, you can see the NASDAQ and the ES hit target 2 right before 12 o'clock. Go back to this video yesterday, go back to your charts, and we told you that target 1, target 2 is supposed to hit before 12 o'clock. We hit target 1, and the market sank as expected, profit taken. And then the market gained momentum and went all the way to target 2 right before 12 o'clock yesterday, as we have planned it an hours before. So this is really something to understand when to stop trading and when to understand what's going on in the market and set your destination for today. So let's see what else we have here. Trade. We have a CL trade, and it is not much. On the CL trade, we are breaking the resistance line, and we're going to be right in line 42.45 on the ES. Gentlemen, 42.45 If you are on the CL, this is your target, and the second target is 42.56. So we'll keep our eye on it, and we will cover the CL traders, ES traders, and everybody has been covered. The NASDAQ traders, we covered the NASDAQ traders, and I think we are all on a cruise. We are all on autopilot. We are doing very fine. Yesterday I have covered when the reversal start telling you there is fatigue in the market, and there is an exhaustion on the Nasdaq, as you see here. There is a really the reversal, our reversal, they do not repaint. So we have a reversal, reversal, and then we have a reversal on the fib line at 542.25. Now here is the story on the pullback with the Nasdaq. It's a little bit nasty. If we have experienced a drop on that, the first drop is going to be at 524.25. The pullback re-entry, gentlemen, is this number here, 503.73. This is the pullback re-entry. And if you are a clever boy, you know how to scalp very fast. You can take a short trade, but you need to get out as soon as possible. Just a few ticks here and there. So this is the whole situation right now. And I'm expecting the ES, now it's 10:38. I'm expecting the ES to hit the 33.89.75. And I'm not sure, but maybe before 12 o'clock we hit the 3,400. We will keep our eye on that, monitoring what's going on. Guys, I'm going to take a couple minutes break. I was on a long flight last weekend, and a changed environment. So I wear double mask on when I'm in the airport now. I wear. I got a mask from. They use this kind of mask in the surgery, and then I wear a different mask. So it's not a corona. It is a environment. It changed the climate. It changed from very hot to very cold. So when I'm in the airport, I wear double masks, and it's sad what happened to us. So the climate change, I got a little bit my no changed my voice a little bit. So on the ES, break even here, and let it be. And on the gold, this is the second round on the gold, and break even. We don't want to get in trouble. Okay. So this is not good. We're going to take this one here. And we were not fast enough for it. Okay, and then we have the ES break even. We'll see what happened. So we'll take a couple minutes of break, and then we'll see what happened. Thank you. Okay, this is really not a good news on the ES. We didn't get to the 33.89.75 yet. And as you see here, we have a double shorts. I don't believe in double top, double bottom. What about the triple top, triple bottom? What about supply and demand? So this is a kids' games. I don't believe in it, but that tells you this is a very important. I don't know. I don't want to draw anything right now, but let me explain to you how you can look at the minute and then never make mistake. If we look at this moving average here, and if we see the bars, the farther the bar away from that moving average, the stronger the trend is. As we see from where the market, it is right on the top. This is, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little bit blurry. Here we had a long signal, okay? Right at the fib line when the market came into the double support area at 33.64. And it is free, guys. Learn this, even if you say it's not my problem. I'm an auto trading. But even when you are auto trading, it's nice to know what you are getting into. And as we see here, the farther the bar is away from the moving average, the stronger the trend is. Now, if we look in this one here, in this area here, it was a very far. This means we have a very strong trend. But then the market came in and sank in to the moving average. And now if we noticed from 10:11 to 10:25, 15, 20 minutes was touching that moving average. So what you see now on these bars and the moving average, they start getting closer to each other. And in a plain English, when you have a big boat trying to make a U-turn, you don't pull the handbrake and squeeze it like the car. It takes a big U-turn to make a boat goes around. And with the market, you don't have any more V shapes, M shapes, W shapes. Those back then, before those guys jump in on the net, we don't see that anymore. The market has smoothed out a lot, and now an average amateur trader, he is in and out of a trade for 30 seconds. So we don't have those V shapes like it used to be in the old days. We don't have the W shapes. We don't have the M shapes anymore and the bars. So what we see here, as you see, the market starts sinking into the moving average. And when it starts sinking inside the moving average, and now it is, as you see, it start getting closer to the moving average. And very soon it's going to start to play under this moving average. So this means the market is turning and there is a fatigue, there is an exhaustion in the market. Maybe it's going to kick a few more bars to the top, but there is an exhaustion in the market, And whether you are a manual trading or auto trading, you spot there is a problem in the market before it happened. Remember, guys, you are a future trader, not past trader. So you're always trying to predict, not follow. And when you have tons of indicators on your chart and you are 100% blindfold and following your indicators, you are actually trading the future based on the past. It's not going to work. That's why you see a lot of people fell on their head with it. Because you're not predicting anything, you're trying to follow. You don't understand, you don't follow the future market. You predict the future market. And that is a disaster if you don't understand what I'm saying right now. And you will never be profitable in any system if you cannot predict and understand what's going on. So the prediction or estimation of the prediction, it has to be above 6-7%, 6-7 out of 10. So now we can understand here there is an exhaustion in the trade. That is going to make a lot of different decisions on when you have a $700 a trade or a $600 trade or $300 trade. Now you understand. Here we have a $1,000 trade. You have to understand where you are in the market. Should you cash in and leave and run, or should you stay and grab much more? So this is a really problem if you don't understand your situation in the market, even if you are using an auto trade. So as we see here right now, the market go back, as we said, we have denied any short trade from the first minute we came in on the webinar. I said don't even think about short. And now we are start trying to be in the exhaustion area. And that it is critical. If you go back with the video, you can see or you can hear where I have said it's going to be today before 12 o'clock. So maybe we will be getting up to the 89.75 now. But now if we start, it is very important, try to get you also look at timing. Now after 11 o'clock, you start racing against the clock. It is very important after 11 o'clock, try to estimate your situation in the market and try to close. You're done for today. One thing, guys, before we used to jump from the European to the US, from the US to the Asian market, and 24 hours non-stop. But after 28 years, I find out if you are good enough, you can stay in the market 3 hours. And if the market not willing to give us money, it's not going to give us money for the rest of the day. So try to make your bread within 3 hours. After that, it's going to be disaster for you and whatever you are doing. So what we are looking at, the whole picture in the ES right now, maybe if we are lucky enough, we're probably going to hit somewhere around 3390.75. But there is nothing anymore to take bread off the table. There is nothing anymore. It's done. It's finished. And now it's the end of it. It's the end of that trend. Because at the moment, the bars has touched this moving average and start getting closer to the moving average. The only thing is supporting this area right now is your projection at 33.8391. So this is the end of the line for that trend. It could be happening in 10 minutes from now or 15, but we know it is the end of that trend. And it is very important to understand where you are in the market. Very important, you know. So I don't care if you make $100 today or $50 or none. It's not important. It's not important to go ahead and jump out of a balcony and start using live account and you don't know what you're doing. It's not important, you know. They're not going to run out of dates, you know. Why don't you hold your horse for another week, 1 month, whatever it takes, until you have both of feet on the ground and then go for life. If you're not profitable as on a sim, why you want to go live? What is going to change going live if you're not profitable on a sim? So that attitude I don't understand. It's your money. It's up to you. But if you're not profitable on a sim, you should not go live. You know, which we have. We have a lot of traders. How to turn on my live account, and now we say, I will not support your live account. If you want to go one chart on a micro account, I will support you. But if you want to jump out of a window, I'm not going to help you to do that. So when I see guy when I meet a new guy, and I see he's not ready to go live, I do not support him. I support him with anything else, but I'm not gonna go ahead and I show him how to turn on his live account, but I will not stand by him. So now we understand it's 10:54, and we understand this market, the probability is not going to go over 33.91 from now till 12 o'clock. It's not. Not unless if there is some heavy buyers jump in right now or some in use, but technically this ES is going to stop at 33.91, and there is nothing left from now to 12 o'clock. So this is out of the way, and then we have one Nasdaq trade on the auto trade. It's doing very well. Let me see. Again, this is another example. This is a beautiful chart, also 3 minutes. Marked only. This is a really superb chart, and beautiful trend. And right now we are on 2,175 on this one. I love the way the auto trade exit on this one here, and I like the way he exited on that one here. He got the most out of it, and here got the most out of it to the last tick. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So there we go, and we're gonna put it here between those two, and for the ones are insistent taking a trade on the ES, it will be 33.84 with cautious on this one. Okay, we're out of that trade. Beautiful. And we are gonna take this one here, and that one we put it there, and so look at the target one. If you go back to the video from yesterday, it's the same story. If you go back to the video from yesterday, when we hit the target one, the market dropped, and yesterday they played us, and it was 1 bar above. You remember? And look, guys, it was the same timing. If you go back to the video yesterday, excuse me. If you go back to the same video yesterday, it was the same timing. Now the market is gonna go back to this 536. The target 2 is right here is 582.25, and then we will hit this before 12 o'clock, and it's like a clock every single day. And this one here, we still on $1,000. And again, if we want to go back on the ES, what we have explained to you, now we can see the picture very clean. How we said 10 minutes ago, the farther away the bars are, the stronger the trend is. And then when the market came here, now we start running out of momentum here. And the only thing is holding this market up is the projection at 33.83. So Again, we are now racing against 12 o'clock. So most likely the ES will hit the 33.90 and then it's over. The party is over. Elvis left the building. There is nothing left in the ES to trade. So this is very important to understand when to trade, when to stay away, when it's over. So right now, it is obvious the market, there is exhaustion in the market. Obvious, so there is nothing we can do. And the NASDAQ trade, this is the re-entry point. This is exactly the re-entry point we have told you about. And if we are crossing that line, this is the same story, guys. Look, if we look at the moving average, it was a very strong trend, came into the resistance line, and now has broke that line. And now we are coming to the 115.25.75. This is a re-entry point. So as you see, it is very loud and clear that there is an exhaustion in the market, and the markets start turning around against you. And this is where we said at 11 o'clock, now it's time to, you are racing against the clock after you cross 11 o'clock, and you need to start closing position. And as you see, after we hit the target one, profit taken. And I will go back maybe to this area here, 525. And then later on, maybe hit the target two. But the party is over. There's not much to do. And now if we look at the ES, also broke the line. So there is nothing left. Profit taking, guys. There is nothing left. Now it's pull back, pull back, pull back. So there is not much going on. It's finished. So you will have your burger early today. Let's look at any other auto trades we have. We have the CL. Now at the market analyzer, we have 645 ticks into the profit based on one contract. Earlier was over 800, but and we understand now why. And now they are going out, both of them. And now we have the CL, have a short trade. And this one here is finished. 1 minute you were over 2,000 on that trade, and now you are only 900 on that trade. And this one here, we still have one trade, and we still on the same trade when we started the webinar on this auto trade. So this is the whole story here. We're gonna take 5 minutes and see if we can feed you back on this is the ES, taking it short. If you are using the scalper, break even and leave it alone. And there is not much. And this is it, guys. Look at the support area. That's fine. So we will wait another 5 minutes. Maybe we can give you some feedback on what's going on in the market before we leave for the weekend. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes of break, and we'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, guys, as you see, we are what we have explained to you, that the market starts sinking, and now it's gonna. This is the biggest mistakes where traders get in trouble, and I'm not gonna be touching anything anymore. I want to close all the trades and lock in for today and break even and break even and close the YM trade for the scalpers. For the members are trading scalper. Follow my steps, and to the outsider, we're not responsible for your trade. Be on sim. And let me see. Okay, the trade did not close on the YM. And okay, so let's see where is the support area. On the ES, it was 81.25, which we only have one trade, is 81 right there. So we secured some of the last trade on the ES. We secured some profit, and we are going to secure some of this. And now you are done with the trade. And gentlemen, this is all what we have for today. And we explained to you what is going to happen in the market. And we wish you very, very nice weekend. And please be safe. To our members, we are changing every 3 years we change the hardware. We put all hardwares on our server. So we have the developers, the programmers, all on standby tomorrow at 5 o'clock a.m. And probably some of it they're gonna start later on this evening after the market to start moving everything to the new server. So it's very important to our members understand that if you're gonna turn on tomorrow your platform, which the market is closed, but you might see it says you have no license. And that's not true. We are just moving your licenses to the new server. And on Monday, if it's necessary, we will be providing new files on all our system on Monday. So for it's very important for everyone to come on Monday webinar. Maybe we have to provide new files to you because this has to be done once every 3 years. Okay, and so please do not panic on the weekend if it says you have no license, because the market is closed. No use to use your platform. And we decided to do it over the weekend, upgrading our hardware's servers, the ones in Europe and the one in USA, to a newer hardware. I want to say please be safe, and God bless you all, and see our members on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we will be back live on the YouTube. God bless you all, and wish you